And I don't mind it at all. I think it's actually a good role for me. But just that being said, just wanting to really go about this the right way off the front end before we get involved with the money and all of that aspect. Thank you first of all, Mr. Tier, for helping out.
And we found that those two roles from the research overlap quite a bit, which is why he's kind of taking both of them on from our research, what we've seen.
Okay. So the only reason you use Robert's rules is to help keep order, to make sure things go in a way that can be, to be blunt, managed, and that you understand and know in the event that your documents don't cover something. So whatever the document is, I don't care what you call it, whatever the document is you can automatically default to Robert's Rules of Order. So that's the first thing.
Do we need to have that documented in our document?
You need to say that in your document. If you don't say it in your document, it does not default to Robert's Rules.
Okay, I just want to make that clear.
It does not say it. And some people will object to the use of Robert's Rules because it's so old school. But if you're not defaulting to that, what are you going to default to?
Is there, just while we're on the topic, is there another widespread document that is used in place of that we may want to also look at, being that we're not very old school?
I'm not aware of one, but you all should keep asking that question. When you find out there is, let me know. But
Okay.
I am not aware of another quote default.
Yeah, and I'll do a little bit of research as well on that.
Okay. And I should look at this. I'm talking without looking at this, which is what you don't want to do. But the purpose of the sergeant at arms is to really keep order in the meeting. So you said secretary and sergeant at arms. The reason for my reaction is that if you're the secretary and you're reporting the motions as they're stated, not everything that happens in the meeting, but the actions taken. That's the only thing you need to report, right? You don't need to report Jill shot John and Jane ran out screaming and blah blah blah, and then Darius made a motion to adjourn the meeting. All you need is the action, adjourn the meeting, okay? But to do that, you have to, as a secretary, you got to pay attention and catch the words, especially when you're dealing with people's money. So let's say you had the meeting, and a lot of times sergeant at arms in smaller groups don't have to do anything. But if it becomes disorderly and somebody actually has to, like, you know how you young guys are. If it got real disruptive and a ruckus broke out, you'd be the one to, like, end it and expel somebody from the meeting. Okay? And it says it much more eloquently than I'm saying it in this book, but you need to understand how it's said in here. Now, another resource that I'm going to recommend, do not laugh. It's Robert's Rules for Dummies. It's not that people are dummies, it's that the shit is so complicated. It gets so complicated so fast.
And I was just saying, I do always see that in the hall next to the Robert's Rules of Order. Is it? I mean, I know most For Dummies books are like a concise version. Would it be worth investing in both, or could we invest in the dummies first, or how would you say?
If you're going to do first, get the dummies first.
Okay.
Okay.
But get this, and are you guys going to be meeting virtually?
Yes.
We do every other week via Google Hangout.
You are going to want this. We might have an extra one hanging around the house, Trey.
So
if I get to Trey can get to you. How's that?
Well, we have administrative fee already covered, so maybe that's something in our administrative fees that we should actually just buy for each of us, or just one to have like a Bible for the group. My question, in terms of what you were saying in terms of small group and a sergeant of arms, so I guess I would like to just break it down, because in the secretary role as well as the sergeant of arms, especially when a motion is brought up, I kind of pause the meeting just to make sure that I'm documenting like what the motion is and everything, and as well as like making sure the order, like we have a second, then we put it for a vote.
So actually, whoever your chair should do that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But as the sergeant of arms, I should make sure that we're doing that, correct? Like it's always in that order, or no? That shouldn't be my like that. Okay.
Yeah, because the way we kind of approach it is Darius will say, "Hey, Craig, you need to make an official motion." So he doesn't make the motion; the chair makes the motion. Darius just pauses to make sure that it is an official motion being made.
Okay.
And that includes like the smallest thing to the biggest thing, like changing our name to the LLC, like that requires a vote. So you can't just change the name like we have.
You gotta file paperwork.
Oh,
Yeah. We got all that. We've been working with the DC Pro Bono office. Unless you want to be our DC Pro Bono office.
No, because I don't know enough of them.
All right.
Because I'm actually going to be contacted. I've got to be contacted about the LLC. I want to set up what I think an escort under it.
Oh, you're going to take my idea. See? I like that.
Yeah, give us good ideas.
No, we were talking about it the other day for her company. I was telling her she was trying to structure it backwards. And I was like, no, you got to do it this way to protect yourself a little more.
I'm going to do the LLC and then the escort. Is that what you were saying?
Well, I was saying do the escort, on top, and then the LLC.
I'm going to have to ask you that. Okay, well, we're doing you now. We're not doing you.
Yeah.
We're doing you now.
Why she keep saying that?
Sergeant at Arms. That's 648.
And with that, is it best used by? Did you look through the index or the table of contents?
I am looking in the I'm looking at the index, but you need to become comfortable enough with this to figure out where to look.
Okay.
So
So, like-
the whole purpose. Okay, go on. So so you just have to be careful. So the whole purpose of the Sergeant at Arms is to protect people from annoyance by non-members in a meeting and to remove anybody who's being an offender of your general guidelines. So you ask them to desist, you ask them to whatever, but then if they don't, you ask them to leave. The Sergeant at Arms or members of the appointed committee themselves may attempt to remove the offender using minimum force. Such a step should generally be taken only as a last resort. It's going to be that loud, that crazy.
I'm live right now on the Humble Youth
Get the FOI,
Live.
get the FOI out here. Oh, okay.
To satisfy everybody.
Type in the Humble Youth Fundraiser live stream somewhere.
I'm in live.
The Humble Youth Fundraiser live stream.
I'm in an organization and I am the vice president.
Oh wait, actually I should change this to the Humble Youth live stream
For
fundraiser.
some reason, when the fight
It just takes me back to your page.
were presented, they were just accepted. You never, ever
Oh, there we go. Now it's there.
You see it?
accept the reports you were filing. They were just subject to
Okay, now I need to figure out
It's a lag.
the latency.
This is way late.
because what we're
It's 9
finding
seconds
is
late,
that these
actually.
reports were just accepted, and we're getting ready for an audit, and we're
Actually, no,
realizing
it's
it wasn't
actually-
dishonesty. It's that the person
Put your
who's
hand up.
treasurer just screwed things up at a level that was
Yeah, it's
crazy.
way late.
Yeah, it's 9 seconds late.
Always accept financials subject to audit or whatever your
Yeah.
mechanism is going to be.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah. And so the dummies book,
Check your Wi-Fi
difference
speed.
between sergeant at arms
You'll
and
run a Wi-Fi
secretary.
test.
May I ask how many members do you have? And
We have it's a service organization, and we have 74 members.
oh, okay. So no, it's quite. We only have 7, so we're definitely a much smaller group. Do you think these roles should not be intertwined, and before things get going, should we actually have someone else take the sergeant of arms role? You
I would
think?
suggest that even though you're only 7, how big are you going to grow to?
I think capacity we don't have a number. And for the first year in our guidelines, we actually
It's
said that
fast.
we can't grow.
Latency 10
until our
milliseconds.
first calendar year, so
94.5
Yeah, so it's going to be a 9 because that's just your internet. You just need to find somewhere. You need to make sure you're presenting. Wherever you're presenting, you got to check the latency of that Wi-Fi.
Okay.
My Wi-Fi is just slow because I've been on low flow.
Things to be
But
done.
it's also your laptop because mine's at 5.1 upload, so my latency isn't there.
And the
What'd you do
Robert's
your test
rules, do you
So I need
recommend that for everybody?
the
Like,
first thing that popped
have a
up in
copy of
Google,
that
Wi-Fi
versus
speed
just, like,
test.
there just be one, like,
And then it says run test.
I was on 4 seconds, sir. Or was that 4 seconds? You went speed test on that?
Nah, I didn't go to the website. I just in Google, I just typed in Wi-Fi speed test.
Somebody could become a certified parliamentarian.
Run test.
Oh, I'm going to do that. Tell me, what's up?
No, Trey, I keep telling you stuff, then you say, oh yeah, Ma, I'm gonna do it.
Nah, that's because you want me to be a mediator, and that's too long. But I feel like the parliamentarian, bruh, I tried to do the application. That shit was like 20 pages, bruh.
Sorry, I'm gonna turn my light on. I'm too black.
But no, what's that called? I'm gonna Google it. You said certified parliamentarian?
Parliamentarian, yeah.
Because I think a few of us could take it just for extra cash. Like,
Right. It's becoming a certified parliamentarian. I mean, you have to do a lot of study in this work, but it makes boring meetings exciting. I mean, it sounds so hokey because, like, let's say
yeah, mine's 5.
you go to a meeting of a community organization, and you know they're using Robert's rules. If you just sit back and watch from that perspective, you can see some crazy ass moves. Like, do you know a vote to adjourn does not require a second?
So you can just end the meeting?
You can just end the damn meeting.
Actually, we've been doing that. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, we haven't been. No one seconds our motion to adjourn. Once the motion to adjourn's been made, we're just like, all right, y'all, peace.
Okay, so y'all been doing it right. But there are other
Did you bring your stand today?
there are other motions.
You want to monitor?
In Robert's Rules of Order, they have a chart.
Nah, it'd be best if you had a monitor. I just control it from here.
Different motions.
We can both have
Let's
monitors.
say you have a
Oh,
motion
lit.
on the floor, and somebody asks, okay, can we have a friend? Will you accept this as a friendly amendment? Okay, and you say yes. Okay, so you've got the main motion.
Right.
You've got friendly
yours.
amendment, and then you've got another motion. You can't have more than 2 motions on the floor at one time.
Okay.
Does it extend? Oh, that perfect. Let me do this.
Right.
But you can't have the friendly and another.
Okay.
You can't have all that going on. But let's say you have
Hey, Google, set the family room
you
to
have
cool.
to vote on the friendly first
Okay.
before you vote on the original.
Got you.
Okay.
I have a question. Now that you've raised your phone, is there a Robert's Rules phone app or something? Just curious. Or that,
There probably is.
Okay.
Probably is.
I mean, you just lifted your phone and it made me think about it. That's why I was asking.
There probably is an app, but even with the app, somebody needs to have this thing because this
Oh.
thing's ridiculous. Okay, although it might all be on the phone, but sometimes when you're looking at it electronically, you miss
The details and some of the
The
notes and
details,
things.
yeah.
No, that makes total sense. I was just curious.
um,
So you can have more than 2 motions on the floor at one
at one
time.
time. That's right.
Okay.
You should not.
I'll do this. Actually,
Put it right here.
And that would be something
Hold on,
that would be
right.
out of order.
You.
Okay.
So you can see at the same
I've
time.
got a book. It's on union meetings, but it's all defaults to Robert's Rules. I've got it.
Look, you have
It
no
might
latency
be a
right now.
PDF. I'll see if I can
Oh
find
no,
it. I'll
it is.
send it
You
to
just
Trey
keep doing
and Trey
weird
will
shit
share
late.
Okay.
it. Okay.
You just keep doing the same
Just
shit.
as easy to send it.
This is exactly
Just so
9
you know,
seconds.
Here, we do also have 2 people who are like
1,
our research team,
3,
who
4,
have made it
5,
like a point to
6,
like educate us and do like
7,
presentations.
8,
So this is
9,
I
10,
even though we should each do,
12,
I'll make sure that our research
14,
team
15. Wow.
has this on their
Run your
like
latency test.
radar to like implement as well. Like
YouTube
we
is
need
not
to be
receiving
educated
enough
in Robert's
video
rules.
to
Like,
maintain
that's
smooth
not
streaming.
like a
Oh, look, it's right
mandatory
here.
Group.
Trey, did I send you the video I did?
No, I had connected us all by Wi-Fi. I mean, by email, but I don't think anyone responded. Might have gone to my spam or y'all's spam. But if you send it to me, I can share it.
Plain PowerPoint. I have the plain PowerPoint.
Can you share that with me, and I'll upload it into our shared Google Doc for this,
Yeah, Google Doc.
if you don't mind us distributing the content amongst ourselves.
Yeah, just amongst yourselves. So.
Okay.
since I'm still working for these people and I still might need my paycheck, give me a minute here and I'll send it to Trey.
Okay.
Here we go. And I'll tell you, this PowerPoint is like, it's not rocket science. I don't know what you think it is. It's basically, it's the basics of running a meeting, right? So, effective meetings, call it to order. See, and this is like a meeting for like a term, right? So it's not like a civilized meeting.
Solutions not receiving enough video to maintain smooth.
I was actually going to ask,
so-
like, does money actually complicate things? Like, even if you do have it, like, with your trusted friends that you've known forever, like,
Yeah,
it's, yeah, so,
Money, you don't
Source allegations snapping. What is this? Sources to
And
You have to be clear about when it's about the money or when it's about the personality. And keep the personality out.
and what I was going to say is, I feel as though, Darius, we are all very much in a place, and the way that we've set things up, where even if it becomes about personality, there's not going to be a way for that to become an issue. And if it does, it will then go to the conflict committee because the way we do have it set up. So, and it will be very noticeable.
I'm just thinking, like, it could be something simple, but you're right. We already have those clauses in place, so we're good.
And you have a way for people to withdraw.
So we're still, in terms of the money aspect, we've kind
Froze.
No. That's Darius that's frozen now.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
That was Darius that was frozen. But yeah, we've created a conflict committee. So the 3 people that are not members, which is why we were kind of leaving our sergeant of arms not there, are on a conflict committee. So it gets presented to us as a conflict committee, and then we see if we can resolve it. And then if not, we then pass it to everyone to make a vote to figure out how to go about things. But we also have not actually contributed any funds yet, but we do have things written in about how to withdraw and the process of how to go about that, as well as payment dispersion and things of the sort, as well as forced withdrawal. We have that written in as well. Removal.
Okay, what about hardship withdrawals?
That's under our general withdrawal. It's the same. Yeah, all withdrawals are the same process.
Got it. Okay.
I'm just gonna put that one down and research that in case that is a little different. I've never heard of hardship withdrawal, so I'm gonna look that up.
I just know that in my pension fund, which is my pension fund, the way mine works is my employer contributes to a 401k, and I direct the investment of it within certain bounds. Because of COVID, I'm a pension trustee. We upped the amount you can borrow from your pension up to $100,000 because in case people have hardship, but you have to pay it.
And we don't have any we don't have any liens against it. You can only withdraw, and that is withdrawing is a full withdrawal, and that's full removal.
Okay.
And then we don't have anything about coming back in after withdrawal.
No, we don't. We actually not. We do not.
So you just come in as a new person, right?
Well, we're not accepting new people. We have it written that we're not accepting new people, at least for the first year or 2 years. I think we have documented.
It's the first year. Yeah.
So, but that might not be bad. That they would have to come back in, because we wouldn't want someone to leave. I think it would be the way we have it written might be best, because then they'd have to come back in with the new class of sorts. Then it wouldn't be constant in and out.
Right.
And because we have it so everyone's putting in an equal portion of money. You take out your equal portion, so it's all going to be divided. And then the fees, you have to pay some of the fees of the withdrawal. But other than that, everything's fairly even.
Okay.
Yeah. This is great. Thank you so much, Mr. Thierry.
Well, you're welcome. I was afraid y'all would ask me something that I couldn't answer. I'm like, oh my God.
No, I mean we're really just starting out. I mean, we'll probably call you back with some intermediate questions.
Yeah, once we start doing the research.
Yeah. don't get too comfortable here.
This whole thing about government parliamentarian, every city, every borough, every subsection probably has a group of parliamentarians that get together and issue tests to become a parliamentarian.
Oh
You
wow.
should really look into it because there aren't that many of us who are parliamentarians, number one. Number two, it's an easy way to pick up a couple $100 for like a couple hour meeting, and you're there, and the parliamentarian doesn't run the meeting. The parliamentarian sits next to the president, and the parliamentarian does not speak to the group unless the president asks the parliamentarian to do so. Everything has to be directed, you've seen this in larger meetings, everything has to be directed to the chair. And the chair, if unsure or if asked to get a ruling from the parliamentarian, will have a quiet conversation with the parliamentarian.
Okay.
And then come back with the ruling.
So it's more like a checks and balances kind of independent party in a sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to make sure that procedurally.
Forget about school.
Okay.
You good? Hold on mute.
That's excellent. I like that.
You can listen to it
Um,
louder. I'm on mute.
yeah. Do I
Huh?
have
I'm
any
on
other
mute. You can
questions?
listen to it louder.
It's not like, wait, and if you do, it's not like you're
Right. Yeah.
It's
Um,
lovely that you trace it.
I couldn't even fathom the idea.
Yeah, and it's really good to see you and talk to you, Mrs. Steer.
Same
It's
here.
been a long time. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
So
And
you
you.
work for the DNC now?
No, I was one of the big people on Medicare for All.
Yeah.
And so they just had me in the slide for like a little montage of me just my Medicare for All work. And so,
That's great.
yeah. It was nothing. It was nothing really big, but
He's
I
famous.
got a lot of people like, "Yeah, is that you? Like, why are you on my screen right now?" That's like,
That's awesome.
I mean, your face was on one of the largest broadcasted things in the world. So,
That's right.
you get a lot of people contacting you about that
yeah,
one.
there's a lot of people like, "Darius, why are you on my screen? Man? What's going on?" But
That's great.
yeah.
That's great.
And yeah, now, but we're sick of being poor, and so we need to make some money. So that's why we're doing this investment.
Well, now I will tell you that Marilyn and Steve may feel like they're being capitalists, but it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
As I tell Marilyn and Steve all the time, I am a capitalist.
Yeah. That's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
But think about it. I'm moving some stuff myself, because I'm getting ready to start that next act in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, in December. Remember that. Stop pushing it back. In December.
Yeah. My mom did it this year, so yeah, you gotta pull that trigger.
If not, you're going to keep running away from it.
Okay.
All right.
Whoa! My sister's calling me. Woo, woo.
That's perfect timing.
Okay. Love you
All right.
guys.
Love y'all.
You too.
Have a
Take
good one.
care. Thanks, Trey.
All right, no
Peace
problem.
out.
Talk to y'all
Be
soon.
safe.
Peace. So what do you want me to open up? What do you want me to do?
CBR, or constant bit rate. And now we come to the big one.
Trying to get this latency thing down.
Bit rate, in a nutshell, is how much data or
You're trying
information the
to
encoder is going to cram into
Improve the
every
latency?
So
Yeah.
obviously, the higher the bit rate, the better your
You're not
stream
going to
will
be
look.
able to do that.
But the trade-off is higher bit rates.
If you make
So
your
need to know
video
what your
quality
internet
weaker,
connection's
you'll be able to
upload speed
pass
is in
more
order to set this.
what he's talking about,
Usually
you'll
you'll
be able
want
to
to
pass more
stay at
bits
50
faster.
to 70% of your upload bandwidth. But that's a general statement. You may need to tweak that depending on your environment. As a general rule of thumb, with a 1280 by 720 stream, you'd want to have a minimum of about 2,500. But I would recommend around 3 to 4,000.
I was gonna say, you just need to find somewhere where you can use, because you're gonna want your quality to be high, because that's what people are very used to. So we also just need to see where we can use it, or if you can call the internet provider wherever you're doing it and ask for a temporary, what you need to do today or tomorrow for a temporary boost because of this. And if you present the fact that you're a nonprofit and things, they might do it for free. Just switch it on and be like, yo, I need like 24 hours of your shit ton. I need like high speed fucking internet for 24 hours because it's work from home, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
and then maybe more likely to do it.
Trying to think who has like the highest. Verizon has like the highest bit rate right now.
I have Verizon, but I don't have the highest internet because I mean, I have high internet, but we're at 5 megabytes per second, and everything in here is on the internet,
Yeah.
which is honestly really good. But Tony probably has the highest internet I know.
So if I was to do this, I'll probably do this at Yvonne's, and I'll have her reach out to Verizon to do a temporary boost. I'm glad this is staying stable. It wasn't staying stable at Yvonne's. This used to just cut off, so now it's staying stable.
Yeah, it's probably. And do you want your screen only to the left?
No, I could change. I
know. No, I was just asking. But do you want it? Can't you change it so it's a horizontal rather than a vertical?
I haven't figured that out yet. Let's see. Windows capture.
It's not gonna be. It's gonna be a MacBook camera.
Okay, let's turn this. That's for.
You gotta lock it in proportion. Unlock it.
Lock preview scaling.
Canvas.
Oh shit. Full screen.
No. Here, got you.
Full screen.
Ever so slightly. The rest of these, and the
I mean, as long as I'm doing this and
right click on the webcam source. Down.
Oh, the webcam source.
Yeah. Is there transform and then it says flip horizontal. But I think that might just flip your face. No, stupid.
So where I did that flip
horizontal again, and then click stretch the screen at the bottom. But that might just make your face really wide.
What, in transform?
Yeah. Stretch the screen. It's probably just gonna make your face wide. Yeah. So that's really just get transform all of those things. This is all from 2016. Nothing you downloaded. Let's see, YouTube does the same thing. How to flip the camera horizontal. Let's see.
I mean, pretty much. This is.
Yeah, but you don't want all that black. Space.
I can also put something behind here too.
Yeah, no.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of RTH. This screen looks a little bit tricky. It's a little bit confusing because you probably see me twice and three times in and so forth on the screen itself.
That is. I didn't even notice that until you said it.
What?
He was like, you probably this screen's probably tricky because you see me again and again. I didn't realize it until he said it. I was like, damn, yo. I don't know what to even look at, bro.
And it's something that I've not been working on, but this is what. This is an issue I've been having with my webcam, and I thought I'd bring this to your attention because you might want to use it as well too, and you may be wondering where this feature is. Okay, so what's happening is basically this webcam is actually not showing right to left properly. In other words, what I want to try to do is to flip this part of it so it shows the other way around. So I'll try to option anywhere under or
he's just flipping it horizontally the way you did. Because if you think about it, if you raise your right hand, it's going to be on the same way. So when you record, you're going to want to flip it so then it's more natural what you're going to see. So that's why you flip it backwards. But if you have anything on your shirt, like
the Humble Youth.
Well, no. So like, if you see, it's going to be the right way right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if they flip it, it's going to be backwards. So if you're going to have words, it's going to be backwards. So
I'm going to keep it like this.
You gotta make,
yeah, I'm going to keep it like this.
But you might not be able to.
Which I'm not mad at this though.
I just put the screen.
I should have liked the first Photoshop. Paint. What was that? Paint?
Yeah, that's paint.
Damn, I used to fuck it up on paint.
Vertical landscape. That's what we wanted.
I need to pay attention to the viewers because this shit is definitely public.
We only got 1 subscriber, and it's me. And 2 subscribers, you and me.
CPU or your graphics card, or you can.
Alright, I'm gonna skip that for now. I need to figure out how to get Laven's performance on the screen next to mine. So that's that. What is this?
That's the screen that's going to populate on. Play. No, let's go keep doing that. Click play. Play's going to open that screen.
No, if you double click, it's gonna open it.
Well, let me see.
View it. So it's not
Double
gonna
click
pop
again.
up.
Let me see what the options are. Loop, plus files. Click on your defaults. Maybe just leave your regular strange. Okay. Okay. Drag that into that box.
This?
Yeah. No.
I might be able to let me see. Add a source.
Media source. That's what you
Oh,
probably
yeah.
want to add.
Video capture.
You want to add
source.
media or VLC? Add existing. Click checkbox. No.
Oh, facts.
That was already here. The question is, where the fuck is it? So you have a source now. Browse your local file again.
Trying to figure out, do I have to play it outside of it?
Click OK.
Let me see something. Transition. Oh, wow. Interesting.
Have you seen it before? This is your first time seeing it?
The song is called Made for You.
Nah. I've seen his performance. I'm talking about the way this
the
is
gap.
ghetto.
No, I know.
But not only is this ghetto, but the green behind this plus that is ghetto.
Yo, it's all.
This is all ghetto. We gotta get this together.
Alright,
Alright.
So,
I'm made for you. Every single piece of me, part of me, everything, you're all of me. I'm made for you, all through my bones, head to my toes. It's not a phase, it's my everyday. I go 25/8 on you, and it feel like more than love. This don't ever fade, as long as I pray. So will you still hold me down? Be my angel on the ground, or the devil on my shoulder when you feel like acting out.
But now I'm behind.
Yeah, it's like you made me. I'm everything you wanted, that's what you say to me. You turn me on, gas me up, play with me. But there's no update, no upgrade, no replacing me. Cause I'm made for you. Every single piece of me, part of me, everything, you're all of me. I'm made for you, all through my bones, head to my toes. Oh, I'm made for you. Every single piece of me, part of me, everything, you're all of me. I'm made for you, all through my bones, head to my toes. Yeah.
My mic.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I'm Laven Khalid.
Shout out to K Rucka, Kamari, the Humble Youth Program. Much love, y'all. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. But until then, stay up. Peace.